Jamilla's water wake-up call. Jamilla lived in the beautiful town of Morgan Hill, California. She loved playing with water, whether it was splashing in the garden, leaving the tap running while brushing her teeth, or taking long baths. Her mother constantly reminded her not to waste water, but Jamilla don't want to listen. She ignores her mother for so many times. One sunny afternoon, Jamilla was playing with her water toys in the garden. She left the hose running while she chased her toys around. Her mother came out and said, "Jamilla, please turn off the hose when you're done. We shouldn't waste water." Jamilla replied, "I will, Mom," but she forgot, and the hose stayed on for hours, creating a big puddle in the garden. The next morning, Jamilla was brushing her teeth. Her mother noticed the tap was running the whole time. "Jamilla, turn off the tap when you're not using it," her mother reminded her. "Okay, Mom," Jamilla replied, but she kept the water running until she finished brushing, wasting a lot of water. One evening, Jamilla was taking a long, luxurious bath. She played with her bath toys and splashed water everywhere. Her mother knocked on the door and said, "Jamilla, you've been in there for too long. It's important to save water. We talked about it several times. You need to listen." Jamilla ignored her mother and continued, playing until water started to overflow onto the bathroom floor. Her mom, though very disappointed, cleaned up the whole bathroom floor. The lesson learned. Summer comes, and one very hot Saturday afternoon, Morgan Hill experienced a severe water shortage. The town's reservoir was running low, and strict water restrictions were put in place. Jamilla's family had to limit their water usage. They couldn't water the garden, take long baths, or even let the tap run while brushing teeth. Jamilla found it difficult to adjust. She missed playing with water and taking long baths. One day, she was so thirsty that she couldn't find any water left in their home. She felt helpless and realized how much she had wasted. Her mother sat down with her and gently explained, "Jamilla, do you see now why we shouldn't waste water? It's a precious resource, and when we waste it, there might not be enough when we really need it." Jamilla nodded, tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry, Mom. I understand now. I promise to be more careful with water." From that day on, Jamilla made a big effort to conserve water. She turned off taps, took shorter baths, and helped her mother water the garden using only what was necessary. She learned that every drop of water is valuable and should not be wasted. Moral lesson: water is a precious resource that should be used wisely. Wasting water can lead to serious consequences, especially during times of scarcity. Always be mindful of how much water you use to ensure there's enough for everyone. It's the driving force of all nature. Conserving it is not just an option, but a necessity for life to flourish.